And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio, getting our modules working. Well, as I suspected, my processing of glass is woefully inadequate. So let's actually work on that a little bit. I'm going to go over here. And let's see. Meander over here a little ways, and our glass is over down here. So obviously it's not enough. Obviously. And it uses this raw silicon. So let's redo this whole area. Let's get rid of that. We can deconstruct this. That one glass can go. I'll take all of that. Take you, take you. Okay, let's drop those off. Those off. Everything else. It's just kind of a mess, but it's our mess. So we are going to go full out and do this electric multi-furnace here. Because this is the fastest thing we've got. And for some reason, we don't have any tungsten plate, even though I'm requesting it. So, am I not putting that into a chest? Oh no, I'm getting some. There's some. But it uses so much of it, I can only make 3 at a time. So, there's a 5th. Let's sneak this in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Take that away. Everything else is sort of it's just messy, but whatever. It works. So we are going to do the glass down here. Bring that in just in case we have enough. These should craft pretty fast. We need some express long inserters. Just like so. And bring these in like that. The only thing with this is you have to actually set the recipe. Glass right there. Okay, so this glass is producing pretty fast. And substation and some lights. These not lit up over here very well. I am producing these this tungsten alloy, not used in many recipes. So yeah, this is not. Let's limit this to 2. So there we go. I went from crafting speed of 2 and only having 2 to a crafting speed of 4 and having 5. So what is that, 20 times the processing? Five times maybe? I don't know. I don't want to do the math. How are we doing on... Oh, we got so many of these. I mean, greens we have the fewest of, but we still have, what, 1,000? 5,000, 5.6 thousand of those. So yeah, I think we're set for giblets for now. So yeah, now the fiberglass board's producing way faster. Not nearly... You know, I put the fiberglass collection at the end just in case... You know, so the 2 circuits get first dibs on the fiberglass board. And how many of these do I have in here? Oh, I got lots in there. Not a big problem. Meanwhile, these have been going strong. Oh, I need to put a limit on these. 2 rows. Caught it just in time. Otherwise, they would have just kept going and going and going. Okay, so the module, so we can make the lab. So let's get, I need blue, green, and purple. So let's get one blue, one green, and one purple. Make 10 of these. Excellent. Modules lab. We're going to just set those up right here so the bots don't have far to go to actually deliver these. Let's set these horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just like that. So these take all of these materials here. It's a crazy number. So same way we did with the other one. I'm not gonna go too crazy with the requests because we don't, I mean, yeah, we're gonna use them with research, but we don't need so many that it's gonna be crazy. So we want, I wish there was a way to set the recipes or set the requests without actually requesting so many. So I need these as well, I believe. I don't need 200 of those. No. Okay, and now I need each of the boards. I believe these are it. Yeah, the 2 dots. Look for the 2 dots. So the 2 dots, let's do 50 and 50. This first one is going to have, you know, way more, but that's fine. And the last one, 50, just like that. So now with this one set, we can copy and paste that all across the board and go bots. Look at that. Okay, now we can supply and officially start researching modules. Pretty slow process. We could put speed modules in these. We could put productivity modules in there. Really speed it up. The other boards will be unlocked as we do the research. So we need to research all of these because these use circuits. These unlock the logics. So we actually need to do the research on all these before we can actually tackle the next level of boards. So let's just start researching how we do this here. These first ones should go pretty fast. I mean, it's only using 50 of them, and we have 10, so we're using, what, 5 a piece? So we're actually not using all that many. But it will show here, you know, this will be much less than these because we're using 50 at a time. So this will unlock the speed logic board. And for some reason, this is the only one working. Why is that? I copied and pasted. Why are we not getting any module main boards? Oh, they're not actually producing at all. Why aren't they producing? Copper, tin. Oh, they're not outputting. Good Lord. Express long, express far. Well, that is a huge problem. And far's here. Yeah, that is a problem. That's a shame that those haven't been crafting this whole time. But now they all have some because the distribution of the bots kind of, it tries to distribute them evenly. Not always successful, but it does try. So yeah, I wish those would have been producing this whole time, but it sucks that they weren't. Again, my aluminum is really struggling, and I just beefed that up too. Okay. Let's get some light over here. Okay, so the speed modules unlock the next board. So you can see right here, uses the same components as all of these. So we're just going to basically have this build, and we're just going to repeat for all of these secondary ones. However, I think, let's see, 6 unlocks the next one. These use the integrated circuits and the CPUs, which we already have in the system, which is nice. So the 8s, so good times await. So let's start unlocking all of these while we wait for the module mainboards to actually catch up. While we are at it, we need to start crafting a bunch of these red assemblers. 1, 2, 3. There we go. I'm going to build 2 and then 5, and that should give me an even 10. Okay, that should round out because we have the circuit boards, we have the logic boards, and we have the processor boards. So this won't actually unlock the next one. So, but see, this one unlocks energy shields, and so we're working our way towards getting everything set up and ready to go for armor and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so these need transistors, integrated electronics, and solder. So I'm just going to copy and paste that. I want 50 of these. Let's do 60 of those. Let's do 60 of those is fine. Let's do 60 of those. And let's paste this all the way up. That way everything gets delivered, all of the buffering, all of the back stuffing gets filled in, and that way we can, as we unlock these, we can start producing them. And again, let's limit these to 2 rows because this is a huge sink of resources, these boards. Major sink. So that's limited, so let's copy and paste that limit to the rest of them. And productivity, the next level should unlock the board. And while we're at it, let's go crazy with inserters. And over here as well, that's input, output. And okay, those are all set. Let's power it up using the space that I left in between. Covers everything with one substation, which is really nice. So productivity is done. So now I can make the next level of productivity board, copy and paste that over. You should automatically just start crafting them. As we get done, of course, all of these boards will get filled in. All of these boards will eventually get filled in. It'll just use a lot of these. These are going to be used more than anything because of the research. But once the research is done, all of this whole setup can be basically deconstructed and the boards be put to use elsewhere. So efficiency module is done. So what do I need for power armor? So armor crafting is these. So I'll be able to, I can't do 2 researches at once, unfortunately. So the power armor, the ingredients are pretty straightforward. The power armor, this one is a non-module armor, which we don't really care about anymore because we are going full on modules right now. How are these doing? These have not really caught up as much as I would hoped. I mean, these are all nice and caught up. That's caught up. Efficiency module 2s are done, so 3s will unlock the next level of greens. So, our transistors, our capacitors are all being made pretty fast, but we set up the production of these way early on to be the fastest it possibly can. And we can even make them faster now because we have the next level of electronic assembly machines. So we could make this process even faster if we wanted to. Okay, the green boards are done. So let's enable those and go. So the pollution cleaning, and these two are a little less used, especially in the advanced armors and stuff like that. So we actually need power armor first, then power armor 2, then 3. So you can see effectivity, speed, effectivity, speed, effectivity, speed. So the greens and the blues are by far the most important. So I think we should research. Let's see. Armor crafting allows power armor. So this is the basic module armor. This will knock out the crafting chain that we want to get power armor, so we can get some night vision, maybe a few shields to protect us. The tank was great. The tank saved us to kind of carve out that hole, and they've been kind of moving back in again. There's a big base down here. All these bases down here, these are new. There's a pretty sizable one right there, actually. But those are a lot easier to clear out. They're isolated, they're alone, which are the same things, and they don't have a huge backing of biters. So they're way easier to just throw down some turrets, clear it out, and then go back to your business. Whereas these take a little bit more strategy to clear out. Much more difficult. So armor crafting finished. Power armor gives us the next level. These will use a lot of artifacts, but not nearly. It won't even put a dent in how many artifacts that we actually have. We have so many artifacts. So these are actually producing pretty slowly, which is unfortunate, but the process starts and it's good to go. So power armor 2, so I can start crafting this. Look at it, uses 450 of the alien science packs, but that's fine. That's only 45 artifacts. We've got like 70,000 of them. I'm not worried about it. But now we can unlock night vision. definitely want to unlock that. So from here on out, once I build it and get it going, I'll have no problem seeing at night. The discharge defense, I don't know of anybody that actually has ever used this. Personal laser defense, also so weak that it really, even the Bob's add-on, I mean, damage 45 laser. We're going up against biters with 3,500 health. 45 laser is really not going to put a dent in that. Battery equipment, we don't really need, but the shields we do. We definitely need shields. This is a huge steel sink just because, you know, energy shields. So these use 2. These use 2 of the previous, so 4. These use 2 of the previous, so 8. 2 of the previous, so 16. 2 of the previous, so 32. So 32 basic shields goes into one of these. And 32 of the basic shields is, 320 steel just to make one of those. So it's a considerable investment in order to get some of the top tier stuff, especially with steel, which is a pretty slow process to begin with. I don't need the upgraded night vision 2 and 3s. I know Bob has done some work on that. I want to continue power armor. I really want to start getting power armor good to go. Our research, though, is not the best, our research process. I really didn't build the research system to just go constantly. You know, it can go for a while, but it will drain out, especially some of the reds and the greens and stuff. The blues take quite a while to make. They fall further behind because of, honestly, they fall behind because of gears. My gear production is just awful. So this one should be fine. It uses 3 each of those, and we have plenty. We have so many of them, and we produce 10 at a time. I'm actually producing 30 at a time right now. So yeah, here's all of our, so we've got 15,000, 19,000, 23,000. We've got a lot of those. So in between episodes, I will actually finish off all of the research with modules. It's going to take a while, and I'd rather not record the whole process. So I'll research all of the modules, and we'll pick it up next time, finishing off all of our crafting and actually producing the modules and the armor. So get back into just battling the biters. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.